Paris Olympics is coming up. I think it starts on like the 26th of July or something.
Yeah.
Are you excited?
I'm excited. I wish I liked...
Are you a big Olympics person?
Maybe just for the occasion, not so much for the... I'm not an athlete fan, but I'd watch the occasion and you always want to
get into the spirit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, there's been tons of stuff on TikTok about the whole Paris Olympics.
Yeah.
I think one of the biggest things has been about the fact that the Olympic swimmers are going to be swimming in the Seine, which is kind of insane when you think about it.
It's really crazy. I mean, would you swim in the Thames?
Absolutely no way.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I'm seeing that there's protests and people are fully like...
Oh, yeah.
Pooing in the Thames.
Yes, in the Thames, no, in the Seine.
Seine.
So there's a protest going around at the moment. It started on Twitter like a couple of weeks ago, but it's like been gaining massive momentum. And the concept is that a load of protesters are going to like poop in the Seine all on the same day. I want to say it's June the 23rd. They're planning on doing it.
That is one big pile of
And that's also coincidentally the same day that President Macron is planning on taking a dip in the Seine in order to try and prove that it's clean enough for the swimmers.
I think they're paying like 1.4
billion
to clean it up.
Yeah.
They knew that they've won it, so why would you not prep for this?
Yeah.
Instead, they're doing like no one's touched the water and they're planning the Olympics.
Well, they're doing this big cleanup, and I think the goal is, because they also want from 2025, the goal is to then the public to be allowed to swim in the Seine. So it's going to be like a whole thing, like almost like, you know, when you go to Copenhagen, I went to Copenhagen once. I'm like, you know, when you go to Copenhagen and like people are like swimming in the water and like whatever, I think they want it to be that vibe, like in Paris in the summer, like go have a little dip in the Seine. But I think if I was an Olympic swimmer, something that I could see for myself in another life, like if I was an Olympic swimmer, I would not be getting in there.
No.
Not 1 second.
But I think they have also said that it's also down to the swimmers.
Yeah,
so
it's their choice.
There's a few guidelines that they've put out that obviously it's probably there was going to be a chance you might catch something, but they would also give you like protection.
Well, yeah, the Australian team have said that they're going to like give everyone like medication to take to like stop any like gut
bacteria,
infection,
lotion on the eyes so your eyes don't go blind.
Which is like, if you're having to put protective lotion onto your eyes to go in somewhere,
crazy.
Maybe you should just stay dry.
Talking of Paris and the Olympics, have you seen the news about them stopping athletes having sex?
Yeah, I did see this. They were making like anti-sex beds, I think it
like
was.
Like super uncomfortable beds that you can sleep on. But
aren't they like,
it's like cardboard.
Yeah, it's like recyclable vibes.
But what I don't understand is they don't want you having sex because it happened in the previous Olympics.
Yeah, people were going rampant in Tokyo.
But they're giving out free condoms.
Bit like, counteractive.
Very counteractive. Like, what's going on?
Maybe it's like have safe sex, but like do it at home.
Maybe it's like a challenge.
Don't do it in the village.
What? So take condoms home.
You like take them with you, like put them in your carry-on, but like don't do it here. Maybe it's that kind of vibe. I don't know.
But yeah, they really don't want.
It is very bizarre. Like I get the whole kind of wanting to keep it professional. I don't like. If I'm being honest, I don't really see why there's an issue with it.
Because
like if it's their free time, like it's their free time.
It's their free time.
Also think about like imagine being like, oh, where did you meet your wife, husband, whoever? Like, oh, we were both athletes at the Olympics. We like fell in love.
True.
I would watch that film.
But there's full like sex parties, and also if you're a coach, you don't want your athlete distracted. You know. Like,
no, I think it's post Olympics. I think it's like after they've done their event, they're like, celebrate. Do you know what I mean?
No, I think it's like during.
No, I think that's what they were saying is that like one of the Olympians who like has been at loads of games was like, you have so much pent up energy before you're like a game or whatever. You then need to release it afterwards, like the adrenaline.
I honestly thought it was like just
maybe
while it's happening, like because in the Olympic Village when it was in Stratford. All the athletes were just mingling. You'll have like the American section, the China section,
actually, now
and then they just all just mingle on their like evenings off or when they have time off.
Have you ever watched that film Wimbledon?
No, is it about tennis?
Yeah. And there's these two tennis players, and they fall in love during Wimbledon. And her dad is literally like, "You need to stop because she can't be all riled up before her game."
Is that not called Challengers?
No, very different actually. It's called Wimbledon. It was the OG blueprint for Challengers, except that there was only 2 of them.
Oh, fair.
But yeah. No, I think the whole anti-sex bed thing is quite funny. I don't think it's going to stop anyone. Like, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen.